Well, well, well. Look who's still breathing. You. Ah. There you are. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Bloodied, breathing, and barely held together. You wear your exhaustion like armor, and your silence like a throne. No applause, no witness. Just the aftermath of something they'll never understand. That one savage move. It echoes like prophecy, doesn't it? They called it reckless, arrogant, unhinged. But you and I, we both know better. That was the moment the story fractured. That was when your fate, so neatly wrapped and buried beneath their expectations, split apart like a blade across the neck of destiny. That wasn't madness. That was power. They tried to make you small, didn't they? They taught you to kneel before you could walk. They whispered chains into your lullabies. They dressed your fire in politeness, taught you to smile through betrayal, to bow through pain. You were not raised to rule. You were raised to serve. And every time you reached for more, they recoiled, as if your ambition was a curse to their comfort. But you never belonged to their order. You didn't come into this world to maintain their broken system. You came to dismantle it, piece by trembling piece. They told you to wait your turn, to earn it, to behave, to play nice. But chaos doesn't wait in lines, and neither do gods. And then it came. The move. Call it what you like. Decision, rebellion, madness, salvation. A moment where you looked into the abyss and didn't blink. You didn't cry. You didn't negotiate. You didn't beg for understanding. You acted. One savage, unhinged, heart-scorching move. And suddenly, everything shifted. Not in the way mortals understand. Not in steps or strategies. It was a cosmic rupture. That moment tore time apart. That second bent the rules. That act rewrote the script they wrote for you before you were even born. And from that fracture, you emerged, not cleansed, not redeemed, but reborn, crowned in defiance, cloaked in flame, and for the first time, terrifyingly free. Now they talk. Oh, how they talk. How did you do it? Where did that come from? They weren't supposed to survive that. They were finished. Fools. They don't understand. Your survival wasn't passive. It was deliberate. You didn't stumble out of the fire. You dragged yourself from it. You ripped off your skin, threw away your past, and walked barefoot through the ruins until the world had no choice but to watch. Now they say you've changed. No, you've returned. This is who you were before the world sedated you, before they poisoned your light and taught you to fear your own voice. This is the version of you they were never meant to meet. But they did. And now, they can't unsee it. That one savage move didn't just change your path. It awakened the God inside you. The one who doesn't need validation. The one who doesn't fear silence. The one who walks into war, smiling, not because the battle is easy, but because you are no longer afraid to bleed. You have become something unclassifiable, too bold for their labels, too wild for their logic, too powerful for their leash. And so, they will call you dangerous, obsessed, arrogant, too much. Let them. They called fire a curse until it lit their way. They called storms monsters until the storm cleared the path. and they'll call you insane, until their sons and daughters whisper your name like a prayer when they need strength. Because what you are now is not ordinary, it is not explainable, and it is absolutely not safe. You were never broken. The system was. You were just too awake to fall asleep like the rest. They hated you because your fire made them sweat. They feared you because your rise reminded them how long they've been crawling, and so they tried to destroy you. Not because you were weak, but because your very existence threatened the myth of their superiority. But now they can't erase you, because the world is watching, and whether they love you or hate you, they can't ignore you. They thought they could starve you into silence. Instead, you feasted on your suffering. Every betrayal became a brick, every failure a weapon, every scar a map. And now, you've built something no one can burn. Not a home, not a title, but a kingdom of willpower and war cries. A throne made from every time you were told you can't. You sit on it now, not because they let you, but because you took it, without asking, without apologizing, without bowing. So here's the truth they'll never say out loud. You scared them. You shook them. You broke 1,000 years of quiet obedience with one roar. And you did it alone, not as a chosen one, but as a forsaken one who chose himself. You didn't wait for the stars to align. You dragged the sky down by its throat and made the constellations spell your name. And now, the same people who mocked you are whispering. The same ones who ignored you are imitating. The same ones who doubted you are watching, choking on your name like smoke. Because that one savage move, it didn't just shift your path, it shattered theirs. So stand tall. They may never understand what you've become, but they will remember. You are no longer waiting to be crowned. You are the crown. You are no longer the storm behind the curtain. You are the curse they unleashed when they tried to chain you. So go on. Walk with that shadow in your step. Smile with that danger in your voice. And leave ashes in your wake. Because when history speaks of the one who changed everything, they'll say it began with one savage move.